Hey guys, it's Dustin. I am bringing you a long overdue update on the 65. So, not been keeping up with this thing really great. Things are still progressing just fine. As you can see, this, if you want to go back and look at some of the older videos, this is a good example. These polyps up here, these purple things, are going absolutely insane, along with the pastel pink ones right next to them. So the tank's doing real well. You can see I've got probably 3 new heads on that blue Trumpet Coral. My torch is recovering pretty well. So things are going pretty well. The issue I'm having right now, I've got a little bit of green hair algae. It's bad in a couple of spots. I'll show you right here on this power head in particular. Got a little bit right there on the cord for it. Got a little coming out of the spout there. And then right down here on these zoofrags, there's actually, so on the right you have a zoofrag with some hair algae on it. Right next to it, the clump of hair algae is actually another phragozoas that I need to get cleaned up again. But anyway, like I said, I haven't done a whole lot with this tank lately, and it's showing. I did a video on this pulsing xenia. Guys, if there's anyone out there new that's watching these videos, do not get this stuff. It looks cool at first, but then it turns into this and starts taking over all kinds of stuff. So I need to get in here and get the stuff out. Like I've said in past videos, it's a great grower. Some people will have problems growing it. I have absolutely no problems at all. As you can see, the stuff goes nuts in my tank. You can see this colony of red digi here is kind of getting overtaken by it. The green digi underneath is getting overtaken. I've got these blastos right here. These blastos picked up about a month ago. I guess it might have been 2 or 3 months ago. They're at least twice the size. At night when these xenia calm down a little bit and kind of recede a bit, you can actually see it a little better. It's a nice piece. As I talked about before, these pastel green polys here, or pallies rather, are doing real well. Got all the stuff down here. Another problem that I'm having with the tank right now is this Aptasia. It's going pretty crazy. There's actually a butterfly in there. I was hoping he would come out. I just fed the tank. I was hoping he'd come out and eat, but he's still adjusting. I got him 2 days ago. I haven't noticed him picking at any Aptasia yet, but I'm hoping once he settles in, hopefully he does real well with the Aptasia and is able to make a dent in this stuff, because it's getting a little crazy. Right here, there's a couple of pieces down here in the sand, and I just want to get the stuff nipped in the butt. My problem is I went through and tried to hand remove some of that stuff. Again, if there's new people watching, don't ever hand remove Aptasia. They release spores into your tank, and then your whole tank goes to crap. So my Darth Mauls are going nuts too. I've probably got 40 or so polyps of Darth Mauls right there. Yeah, that stupid pulsing xenia is getting close to that, which I'll be real upset if it actually wipes out any of my pulsing xenia. This GSP, it's brilliant green, guys. I'm not sure if it's showing up real well in the video, but I love this stuff. I got it, I don't know, probably two years ago, and it spreads all right, but it's a beautiful, brilliant green. One of the things everyone that comes by and sees my tank comments on is how green this stuff is. It's a really nice pulsing xenia. Probably got 40 or 50 heads of these green mushroom. I need to get rid of that stuff soon. More Aptasia up there. Let's see. This is my frag rack of sorts. So starting right to left, you can see back there, I don't know, this is an unidentified zoa. It's just some crap zoa, but I put it up there on the rack, and you can see it's actually attaching to the glass back here in the back, which is pretty cool. Right in front of that, in the front right corner, is a red digi. It's a frag that I broke off this colony. I'm going to start fragging this colony up again too, because it's getting a little crazy. This piece right here, I probably have 8 of those in that colony. Once that xenia comes back, you can see it all. Directly to the left of that in the front is it's supposed to be a purple digi. I don't know, the thing never looks purple to me, but the base is underneath the polyps. When it's not extended, it looks a little purple, but I don't know why they call it purple digi. Immediate to the left of that is another, I believe that's a purple digi. I'm not honestly sure. I can't remember too much about that one. Behind that we have a beautiful rainbow acan. Tim picked up for me again at the same time as that other stuff. All the way back against the glass, right in the middle, is another mushroom, another Recordia. In front of that is a new, you're not going to be able to see it very well. Let me see if I can get this camera to focus on it. No, you're not going to be able to see it very well, but there's a single polyp of a really cool piece that I picked up this weekend at Aquarium Artisans. Right in front of that, you can see the green candy, trumpet coral, I guess. These polyps over here overgrew that trumpet, so it's kind of gotten a butt whooping on it. These are just two bird's nest colonies. These things are growing pretty well. They're actually closed up right now. I'm not sure why, but they're normally, really open and flowing. To the left of that, we have a really small piece of green digi. These things never grow vertically for me. They always grow out along the plugs and along the rocks. So I'm going to try something later on, and I'll kind of walk you guys through that once I get to that point, hopefully. To the left of that is like a 20-head frag of, I'm guessing those are dragon eyes. I don't really know what kind of zoa they are. And then behind it is a hammer coral that I got from a contest that I won here locally. Speaking of hammer, this thing's going nuts. There's probably, I'm guessing, upwards of 50 or so heads on this at night when it closes up. It's amazing to see how many heads are on this. It started just the same as this frag up here. Just a couple of heads on it, and that's it. I don't know the names of these coral or these zoanthids. The ones in front of the orange bam bams, I don't know what the ones on the left here are, or the ones right there. I don't know the names of hardly any of my zoanthids. I believe this is some type of designer, a named zoanthid, this green one here, but I'm not sure. There's another rainbow acan. It's doing real well. The problem with these acans that are down on my sand is they're getting too much light. These LEDs are way too bright. It bleaches out the acans in the sand. You can see the pink one towards the right is doing all right. The one behind it, the acans that are not facing directly up, are doing real well. Here's my little copper band butterfly. Hopefully he's taking care of the aptasia. Like I said, he's real shy still. Just put him in 2 days ago, so he's not coming out a whole lot. There's my monstrous clownfish and her guy, I guess. Down there at their nest, I'm sure we have, I haven't looked, but I'm sure we have eggs under here. Give me just a second. Yep, we have eggs right up there underneath the rocks. You can kind of see them floating around a little bit. Outside of that, the two, that's strange. I'm wondering if my two firefish are still in there. I noticed I didn't see them yesterday and didn't see them again today. Sometimes these guys hide for a couple of days, so it's probably not a big deal. They're probably still in there. And then my Royal Grama, of course, is still there. The 6 line did disappear about 2 months ago, so I don't have that anymore either. But anyway, everything's doing real well. Next update, I will hopefully have removed every single piece of this pulsing xenia I can find. I'm going to see if somebody here locally wants the stuff. I know of a guy that puts it in his sump. Outside of that, I don't see any use for it. If you had some type of display refugium, it'd be cool to throw this junk in there and let it go nuts and not care about it. But if you have a display tank with other coral, do not put this stuff in there. It's way more hassle than it's worth. You can actually see there's a ton of dragon eyes underneath this. There's probably 100 or so polyps underneath this pulsing xenia that have been overtaken now because the stuff's nuts. All right, guys. So that's it for now on this tank. I'm sure I'll put another update going up the road. Oh, wow. I haven't looked at this tank a whole lot. The Duncan's actually recovering real well. It looks like there's 5 heads on this Duncan now, which is kind of cool because it looked like it was dead 3 months ago. But anyway, guys, appreciate you guys watching. Sorry for the lack of updates. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Appreciate it. Thanks.